Hey guys, Greg here. I just wanted to have a little fun with you guys and show you an old activity that I used to do way back in 2012 when I was running nature. Now, this is one of the most popular activities that I did. It was enjoyable and everybody had a good time. So I'm going to try and show you guys how to do that now. So what we're going to need are a couple of items that I'm going to show you. What you're going to need is a pair of scissors. You're going to need 4 sticks approximately of equal length. Now you want these to be probably about 1.5 to 2 feet. You're going to want 1 good size pine cone, and you're going to want 2 smaller sticks of approximately the same length. And these are going to be about roughly about 6 to 8 inches or so. And also, I'm using fishing twine. However, you can use string or twine of any type. It doesn't really matter. Whatever you have available should work out just fine. Okay, so your first step is you're gonna take your 2 little sticks. You're gonna put them together like this. You can put them together like so. And then you're going to take some string and wrap it around the center. And you're going to make it really, really tight so that when you pick it up, you have a plus or an X, depending on how you look at it. Okay? And you want to tie it really tight so that it doesn't come apart. Now, if you need some assistance in doing so, please use assistance. Okay, so that'll be your first step. Okay, so we have our 2 sticks, and then I pulled out a length of fishing twine. And then it doesn't have to be perfect, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to wrap it right down the center, just like so, and then swing around on the side like this, and then go in the opposite direction, just like so. And the object is to get the sticks as tight as possible. Okay, so our end result should be something like that. And like I said, it doesn't have to be perfect so long as it sticks. And don't worry about the ends on the top here. We can trim those after we're done. Okay, so our next step is you're gonna take your little cross here. You're gonna want to tie about 1 foot or so of string on each end. So 1 here, 1 here, 1 here, and 1 here. And I will show you exactly what I mean. Okay, so the best way to go about doing this is, so you take your end, take your twine, and you wrap it around several times, which is why I had you get a really good length of string or twine. And you want to wrap it around several times, and then once you've done that, you want to tie it off and make a knot out of the 2 ends so that it doesn't come off. Okay, so your end result is you have your top piece and you have all 4 ends tied off, and you should now have a good length of string coming down from all 4 sides. So your next step is you're going to take your longer lengths of stick and you're going to tie them off, leaving about that much space. So you got about maybe 1 inch or so hanging from the top of your stick to the top of your top piece here. So you're going to tie that off with the string on all 4 sides. Okay guys, so after you tie your ends off, your final product should look a little something like this. So you got your 4 twigs, and as you can see, you got roughly about 2 inches, maybe 3 inches from the top. You want to give yourself a little bit of leeway. That way they, you know, hang nice and they're nice and dangly. Okay, now your next step, what you're gonna do is you're gonna take another long piece of string, and from the center you're gonna do the same thing. So you'll make a knot up here and you'll run a long piece of string down here through the center. Okay guys, so what we have now is we got our 4 pieces, and then I've also added an additional string that hangs directly down through the center. Now what you're going to want to do with that one is take a good sized pine cone. So I've got that one. It's not large. The bigger, I don't know, it depends on your personal preference, but I'm going to go with kind of a medium one. And about 3/4 of the way down the sticks, not all the way, just about 3/4 of the way down, you're going to want to tie that pine cone off on the end of the string. Alright guys, so I've gone ahead and tied off my center string, and as you can see, this is what we've got so far. So we've got our top, which is like a plus or an X depending on how you look at it, and then we've got our 4 twigs tied off coming down, one on each side, and then in the center is our pine cone. Okay, now our next step is we're going to take the top and the stick that goes along the bottom, we're going to tie one string. We're going to take both ends, and we're going to tie one end to this side and one end to this side, and then we're going to dangle it up. That way it will have something that it can hang by. So you're going to want about 1 foot of string to give yourself a little bit of extra play, and I'll show you what that looks like right now. Okay guys, so what you're going to do, what's your end result, is you're going to have your top piece, and it's going to be tied off on all 4 ends. And as you're doing that, you want to kind of pinch the top there, and then kind of run your fingers down like what I'm doing here until it gets even. And you'll see what I mean, because it'll start to lean one way or the other, and the way you do that is you just pull on the side until it straightens out a little, and once you have it nice and even, you just give it a good little twist up at the top like so, and then that will leave you, well, you got to tie it after you twist it. Let me get ahead of myself here. And then when it's tied off, boom, that leaves you with a nice little loop that you can hang it from. Okay guys, and this is what our final product looks like. Not too bad at all. So it's just a fun little do-it-yourself project, something that we could do at camp, something that I did when I was running nature. Some of you may remember this, some of you may not. It's okay, either way. Just a simple, quick, easy, fun thing to do with just some twigs, some string, and a pine cone. And a good old dose of beautiful Camp Paivika spirit. So stay happy, everybody. I'll see you later.